Welcome to Demo 6. We're going to cover two areas in this demo: breaks, either page breaks or column section breaks, and also how to insert headers and footers. So we're going to look at this first paragraph, and let's say I want to change it into a two-column setup. Now, one of the things I should do is not have this drop cap there, because remember, the drop cap is not part of the text. So we have to go back, in a sense, undo this drop cap. Now, it's been a long time since I did the drop cap, but you can simply do that by going to Format, Drop Cap, and then click None. Hit the OK, and we're back. Now, this is a better situation to do the two columns, then add a drop cap after the fact. So to do the two columns, you must do it as selected paragraph. You must select what you want your columns to be made from. So it's not like the paragraph where all we had to do was be in the paragraph. It doesn't work that way with columns. Columns are in the paragraph group, though, under Home. So we'll click on that, and we'll make this a two-column situation. So there we go. We have a nice two columns set up. Notice that the ruler is showing two separate areas based upon where the cursor might be. Notice the indent information is there. If I put it in the second column, the indent information moves over to there. I can go back to the first line here, and now I can put my drop cap in. So I want a drop cap, and I just want it to be 2 lines in depth. And here we hit OK. Now I've added a drop cap to my 2 columns. So drop cap, 2 columns, should do it after the fact. It always works out best that way. So let's look at what's behind the scenes here. So if I hit my paragraph, hide and show, notice we have a new thing called section break continuous. Section break continuous. And then at the end of the second column, we've got a similar line, a little section break line. Now, one of the things you can do if your columns don't line up or you want them to be different, you can do what is called a column break. And so doing a column break, let's just do one here. Let's move this sentence right here, the same truss design. Let's move that to the second column. Now obviously this is going to make the 2 columns skew, but it'll make the point here. So we're going to move this whole section from that cursor on down, okay, insert point on down is going to move to the second column by doing the column break. So that's a insert, break. Notice we have page break and we have column break. So I'm going to hit column break, and notice it jumped over there, and behind the scenes a column break non-printing has appeared. So this is what it looks like now in that particular setup based on my forcing a break there at that sentence to the next page. So that was forced by my doing a column break for at that sentence to the next column. Notice down here, Drift Creek Covered Bridge flows over onto the next page. This is where we could do a page break. And what that just means is it'll move everything from this point to the bottom of the page to the next page. So if I do an insert, break, page break, then we have a page break, and it jumps to the next page. Just like that. Again, let's just review real quick. First off, if you've done a drop cap, get rid of the drop cap. Now we want to, let's take this indent back. Remember how to do the indent back? very quickly. Right up here we can decrease the indent. So make it full space. Highlight the whole paragraph, including that paragraph mark at the end. Go up to columns in the paragraph group. And this one, let's do 3. So that's what it would look like with 3 columns. And it tries to evenly space the columns as best it can. Notice what it did though in this particular case. Because we had justified this paragraph, look at the space between those words to force a left alignment and a right alignment at the same time. What would happen if I went up here and hit left? Then that would move definitely everything to the left. You wouldn't have that particular look. So 6 1/2 dozen the other. It's up to you. And again, page break. Go to the first spot on that you want to move to the next page. Go to insert, break, page break. So there's how we do columns and how we do page break. Let's go back up to the top of the page, and we're going to add a header and a footer. Now header and footers come under the Document Elements tab. So we click on Document Elements and there they are, headers and footers. And page numbers, we can insert page numbers. So let's create a header. We click on this. Notice you have a significant number of styles that you can use here for creating a header. The basic one is to divide the header into 3 parts, where you just add text for each part. So let's use that one just for basic sake. And so this is how it appears. We've got a header up here now that we can create. And to get out of that, all we do is hit close. It'll take us back to the document. So let's go over here, click on this particular one. I have to select it and type what I want to type in there. In this particular case, I'll just type my name. And then, those who wants to complete it for me, go to the middle, type Oregon Covered Bridges. And then over here, the date. Say September 15th. So there's my header right there. Close that down and notice, move on up, that header appears on every page. So this is the header. It appears on every page. First off, before we do the footer, let's get rid of our paragraph marks and hidden characters. So we're going to go to footer. And notice the footer has even and odd page numbering setups. This little pound sign is actually going to do the page number. It'll actually give you the page number. So if you don't see a pound sign, you're not going to get the page number. So let's go down here and let's just pick this text right here. Notice it says it's for all pages. So let's pick simple text, highlight that text, and report for Oregon history. Let's just say that's what our report is for Oregon history. Now notice we don't have a page number with this particular footer. I can insert a page number just by doing this. So I want my page number to be on the right alignment. I can have it centered. I can have it left, inside, outside. But I'm going to do it on the right. Notice we've got a 1 there. Go down to the next page. We've got a 2, and so on and so forth. 3, 4, and so on. So I've created my footer now. Hit the close, and now I have a document that has a header and a footer along with the columns that were created.